Graphic, image of Lauren. Text, title, Lauren's Circle of Support. Graphic, text, circles of support and microboards, COSAMs, have a growing evidence base and are used around the world. COSAMs are a powerful way to assist a person with a disability to create a full and meaningful life in the community. Graphic, text, COSAMs harness the goodwill of community members to share time, ideas and connection. COSAMs can also provide advocacy and an important safeguard for the future. Vision, Lauren's Circle members sharing a meal. Lauren and her Circle facilitator, Teresa, with vision of Lauren's Circle members choosing pizza.
Hi, I'm Lauren. This is Teresa from Belonging Matters.
Hi.
In this video, we're going to talk about my circle support.
That's right, Lauren.
Yeah.
We're going to chat with your parents, your sister and some of your circle members to talk about your circle of support and why it's here. Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Lauren's sister Emily with vision of the Circle members sharing a meal.
So Lauren's Circle started by meeting at Mum and Dad's house for the first probably year and a half. But now that Lauren has her own home, we now meet at Lauren's house. We roughly meet for about 2 hours. We sort of have half an hour of informal dinner, and then we get on with the topics that we're covering, which is usually about an hour and a half.
Lauren's parents, Rodney and Dina, with vision of Lauren's Circle.
Dina and I were concerned about what was going to happen to Lauren after we went around to support her, and we were very keen to attract young people to the circle so she'd have support when we went around. Also, we wanted to focus on what Lauren's needs, what her real needs, her own needs were, and it was, we think, a very good way to zero in on what Lauren really wants in life.
The main purpose of the circle initially was to connect Lauren up with her community, and then we found, as we met, that the purposes changed over time.
Emily, with vision of Emily and Rodney in the Circle, and vision of Lauren sharing a meal with housemate Isabel.
As a sister, the circle's really important to me. As you know, my parents are getting older, I do worry about the future, and having my own 2 kids myself, life's busy, and it gives me the confidence to know that there are other young people out there that, you know, I can lean on and rely on in the future and bounce ideas off.
Circle members, Karen and Shana.
I was very happy to be asked to be part of Lauren's Circle. Loz is a wonderful, wonderful person. Well, she's so grown up now, and the opportunity to help in any way I could, I was really happy to.
I was the same. I was really happy to be invited to be part of the circle. Lauren and I were just beginning our friendship then, and I saw it as a great way to be able to extend on that.
Rodney and Dina with photos of Lauren at a pub, at the football and at a concert.
If Lauren didn't have the circle, she'd be stuck in the disability system and mixing mainly with people with disability. This has been a focus on her living in the general community and doing a lot of what we might call normal activities.
And by having a group of people larger than herself, it's allowed, especially young people, her age group, it allows her to become more involved in her choices and actually given her a lot more confidence to make those choices. There's a huge difference now between when our circle started and now when she really speaks up.
Teresa and Lauren speaking in the circle.
Okay, so what are we going to have to do then to make it a good life still? Because it's been great having Isabel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? What's going to have to happen then?
We're going to find a new roommate.
Dina.
In Lauren's Circle, there's probably about 11 people involved, but the numbers do wax and wane. Some drop off, some come on, but the most important factor is the quality of the people involved.
Emily, with photos of Lauren in a home and working at the Carlton Football Club and dog walking.
The biggest outcome from Lauren's Circle has been living in Lauren's own home, which before, as a family, I don't think we would have had the courage to do without the support of the circle behind us. There's been lots of outcomes, really great outcomes, job at Carlton, dog walking business, heaps of fresh ideas that have come, such as those, and they just continue to.
Shana with photo of Lauren's dinner club.
I think one of the big highlights for me is that Lauren has been able to create a dinner club with a group of her friends, some in the circle and some outside of the circle, and it's a really good expansion on her social life.
Karen with photos of Lauren in San Francisco and Tasmania.
And to see her growing independence and the confidence that she has with that, to be able to travel overseas to visit her brother and also interstate, and both times with a member of the circle. So good to see, and see how much she enjoys this too.
Lauren speaking in the circle.
Any other big achievements?
Working and moving to my own house.
Yeah.
Dina with vision of Lauren chilling at home with her housemates.
The sort of people we look for in Lauren's circle are people in a similar age group, a certain amount of them, because they really understand what people at that age want to do. That's what we're looking for Loz.
Rodney with vision of Lauren's circle.
You've got to find people that have got 2 hours to spend every 4 weeks to come to the circle.
Dina with vision of Dina interviewing Shana.
We invited people to be members of Lauren's circle in person, best if possible, and gave them an easy way out. There was no obligation, because you don't want people to feel hassled about it.
Shana with vision of Lauren's circle.
From my perspective, the circle is important because it maintains that consistency of bringing a group together. We're all focused on how we can, help to make Lauren's life better. Having the facilitator there makes sure that, we talk about things that are relevant and we keep on track.
It's probably a good idea to practice lots of small decision making as well, because when you're faced with a very big decision, sometimes it's very stressful. But if you're not very well practiced at smaller decisions, then it's a bit harder. So that's why I think it's good if we all are aware and you get to practice that all the time now, Loz.
Karen with vision of Lauren's family members talking in the circle.
From my perspective, I think it's a really important opportunity for people that Lauren's family trust and Lauren knows to talk about the different challenges she faces at different times. And sometimes it can be so hard when it's your family member facing these challenges to be able to talk with different people about it and bounce ideas off each other and talk about the progress, those things. And especially with Lauren there, it's not talking about her when she's not there, but she's part of the conversation too.
Something that Loz and I do, which has been quite useful, is when, because she does actually always ask me, like I'll say, what do you want to wear? She'll be like, I don't know, what do you want me to wear? Or what should I wear? And she'll just deflect and come back. So then I'll give her a choice. I'll say, I want to know what your choice is. If I offered you a dress or a shirt and pants, what choice would you make between those two? And then she picks one.
Dina.
My advice in starting a circle would be to look at who's in your local community, who has always expressed interest in your child, and write it down. And then if you've got a checkout person, be it a spouse or one of your children, to go through, because they will say, oh yes, I don't think they'll be good. That's how I'd start.
Emily.
My advice to families starting a circle of support would firstly be do it. Secondly, have the courage, take the plunge and invite people that you think would be appropriate to look after your son or daughter or family member.
Rodney.
My advice for parents that are starting a circle is to follow their child's passion and take the lead from them.
Karen and Shana.
If you're considering joining a circle of support and you really care about what the circle support's for and can put a bit of time and thought and heart into it, go for it. It's such a wonderful thing to help someone who needs a bit of help, and it makes you feel good too.
Absolutely. I think it's so rewarding. I think that if you're invested in that person and you want to make a difference in their life and support them, I think it's the perfect environment to do so.
Rodney.
I feel that the circle is the most important part of Lauren's life and takes her out of the bureaucracy because it focuses on her and her needs.
My circle helped me to get a job at Carlton and moving into my own house.
Graphic text. A facilitator can be helpful to guide conversations, harness ideas and keep the focus on the person with a disability. Some people have received funding through the NDIA plan for a facilitator. Graphic text. The National Resource Centre for Circles of Support and Microboards, NRC COSAM, was funded by the NDIS National Readiness Program. It contains videos, resource guides, information about facilitation, how to start a COSAM and NDIS funding. Visit www.cosam.org.au. Graphic text. Thank you. Lauren, Dina, Rodney, Emily, Karen, Shana, Isabel, Amanda, Jess, Yuval, Lauren, Teresa. Graphic text. This video is produced by Inclusion Design Lab and Belonging Matters through a grant from State Trustees.